Hi, welcome to another edition of ipsomm. My name is Heather Boyd, and my guest today is a recurring guest, Lisa J. Weiss. She's a coach, both personal and business coach, helping people connect through Eye of the Storm. That's her company. So welcome, Lisa.
Oh,
thanks for joining us again.
I'm so happy to be back.
Excellent. I wanted to talk today about the difference between industrial design applications and patents. Are you familiar with what the difference is?
Absolutely not.
What would you give me as a description of what a patent is?
So a patent to me would be something that I've applied for in terms of something that doesn't exist, that hasn't existed before, and I've created something new, so I have the patent. And industrial design, well, I have no idea what.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's something.
So in the States, they call an industrial design application, they call it a design patent. So does that help clarify it at all?
No, I would think of industrial design maybe it's something graphic.
Okay. So I'm here to tell you today what the difference between a patent and industrial design is.
Perfect.
So a patent is something that has utility and function and is unique. So you can only get a patent for something that is new, it's never been brought to the public eye before, and it has utility. So there's some form of use and function to it. Okay. So an invention of some sort. An industrial design or a design patent is the shaping or ornamentation of a product that is new and unique. For instance, with bottle openers, these have been around for so many years, well beyond 20 years, so patents probably not available anymore. The shape of these as well has been around for so long that this in and of itself would not be sufficient for a design patent. Flip it over and the actual shape of them differ, and they could be subject to a design patent because that refers to just the shape and the ornamentation of it rather than the function. Right. Moving on to bottle openers, wine bottle openers, there is a gamut of different types of wine bottle openers in the market today. So I'll just briefly go through these, and then I want you to choose which one that you want to open our wine, because obviously we're here mostly about drinking wine. So this is the traditional one-stop bottle opener, and you mentioned earlier that you don't like these ones because you can't figure out how to use them. These are typical for restaurant uses. So it includes the serrated knife on it, which helps cut the metal clasp on the top, the corkscrew, which obviously goes down into the bottle. And then you can see here, it's got one step, and that's why it's called a one-step bottle opener. So moving one step up from that is the two-step bottle opener. So it's the exact same as the other one, except it's got a two-step. So one step, two-step.
Right.
And that just means you're putting into the bottle, you put it on the first one, and you pull up, then you put the cork down farther, and you pull it up even farther, and it's much easier to get it out. So you might want to try it. That one might be a little bit easier.
And so when that came out with the two-step, would someone have applied?
So that's a really good question. So over and above, as long as it came out within within a year of creating the two-step,
right.
What they do is they build on the initial patent, and if the patent was still valid, they would have to get a license for that.
Okay.
But they could have a patent for the second step because it creates a new function.
Right.
There's a new use, a utility for it. So that's added onto there. This one is electric. It requires batteries. Not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's just a corkscrew that when you put the down arrow, when you do the down arrow, it goes into the bottle, and then when it's in sufficiently, then you hit the up arrow and it pulls the cork out. So it's the lazy man's corkscrew. Works in a pinch. Speaking of pinch, This is what I call the claw. It's my husband's favorite implementation. So you can see that they use spikes on them. They're rounded. So you can rock it back and forth to get it in on either side of the cork.
Okay.
And then you twist to get it out of the bottle. Oh. And so it doesn't create any harm to the cork if you do it right.
Wow.
If you do it right.
That would take some practice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this one looks like some form of death machine.
Yes, exactly.
It's got a very sharp needle on it, and you stick it on the top of the cork, and then you press in, and it shoots air into it, so it creates an air pocket in between the cork and the wine, which puts pressure on the cork that brings it out. We just bought this a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's still under patent, but it could be. So it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Because it's a different function. It opens the bottle, it takes the cork out, but in a different way. So that makes it a unique way and could be the subject of a patent.
Okay.
And then this one is, the new man's Mark Spinks.
Yes, one of my favorites.
One. So it's really easy to use. You stick it on the outside of the bottle, grip it. As you're pulling up, the corkscrew goes into the wine bottle, and then you pull it out and the corkscrew comes out. So, and then you just do it the opposite way to get the cork off of it. It is so quick and easy, and I use that for all of my parties because it just opens multiple bottles of wine very quickly.
Yes.
So, which one do you want to use, or me use, to open this bottle of wine?
Well, because I know this one so well, because I've used this several times, we're not going to do that one. We're going to make it a little challenging for you today.
Why does it have to be challenging to drink?
I thought we would use this one.
Oh, dear God. Okay, well, in that case, I'm putting this up because I am terrified of this one. I've used it a couple of times, and I'm just going to use the knife on here to grab this off. I've used it a couple of times, and I am terrified that the cork is going to go flying out. So basically, this goes up with the cork. So the whole thing sits on here, and you push this in.
Ah, yes.
Until it gets to a comfortable air, all the way down, right? And then you pump. So, would you like to try?
There are so many places we could take this.
I think you have to let go of the
Oh,
cork,
okay.
so that it.
Oh, Jesus! Woohoo! Oh. It's like a champagne cork.
All right, I think I've been shot. And then to pull the cork out, you're supposed to just be able to. I don't know how you do this. Oh yeah, you just pull this down.
There we go.
See? See how easy that is? Oh shoot.
This makes drinking the wine so much more worthwhile.
Shall we pour some wine?
I think we shall.
So we're drinking a French wine called Bila Haute.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Occultum lapidum. It's Côte de Roussillon village. South of France.
Beautiful.
Area. It's a blended wine. Oh God, that's so good. Sorry. Oh, is that on your box? And it's a light, nice sipping wine.
Lovely.
So, I poured more in yours.
We'll have none of that behavior.
Cheers.
Cheers to the corkscrews.
To the corkscrews. Oh, yeah, that's good. So the difference between patents and industrial designs is a technical issue. If you have questions about any of these, please feel free to give us a shout at info@pillarip.com. We're happy to help. If you like what you saw here, please like, share, comment below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, we're not providing legal advice here. We're just sipping wine and talking IP.
Having a conversation.